The San Francisco 49ers have made a strategic move that's sending waves through the fanbase: the return of linebacker Dre Greenlaw. After being cut by the Denver Broncos, Greenlaw had all eyes on him, and let's be honest, there was only one logical destination for the talented linebacker. The Houston Texans could have made a play, especially with his connection to DeMeco Ryans, but the 49ers were always his home. As soon as he hit free agency, Greenlaw didn't waste any time. He locked onto the 49ers like a heat-seeking missile, and it begs the question, was there really any competition? In his own words during day 2 of OTAs, he stated, "Nah, there wasn't. I didn't think about anywhere else, honestly. It could have been, but it wasn't a possibility. I was coming back here." This rapid re-signing speaks volumes about the bond he shares with the organization, something that transcends mere business decisions. In reflecting on his time with the Broncos, Greenlaw expressed some regret. It wasn't that he had a bad experience. Rather, it was a combination of injuries and circumstances that made 2025 a challenging year for him. The moment he found out the Broncos were releasing him, his heart was already set on a return to the 49ers. Unbelievable feeling, he shared on his first day back. "Just missing the guys and the organization. It's just a sense of feeling like home is what I kinda got." This sentiment resonates deeply with fans who see Greenlaw not just as a player, but as a vital part of the team's identity. His immediate comfort level upon returning indicates a powerful connection with the franchise. It's clear that this is where he belongs. One of the biggest factors in Greenlaw's return is his relationship with Fred Warner. The two form a fearsome linebacker duo that has been lauded as one of the best in the league when both are at their peak. Greenlaw spoke highly of Warner, saying, "To be beside a guy like Fred, just always locked in. His love for the game radiates throughout the whole team. His leadership and his voice, that's the main thing. He's the voice on the defense, and you've got somebody like that confident next to you, he just kind of settles you down. It feels like normal." That chemistry is invaluable. It's not just about individual talent. It's about how they elevate each other's game. With both players in a healthy state heading into the upcoming season, the 49ers have a prime opportunity to showcase, once again, why they are regarded so highly in the league. Greenlaw's return not only solidifies the linebacker core, but also brings a sense of continuity and stability to the defense that can't be overlooked. As fans, we should be excited about what lies ahead. Greenlaw's commitment to the 49ers is a testament to the organization's culture and the sense of camaraderie that exists within the locker room. It's a refreshing reminder of what it means to be part of this franchise, a place that feels like home, where players are willing to return and fight for a championship together. Now, let's transition to our next story, where we'll discuss the potential implications of other roster moves and how they could shape the upcoming season for the 49ers. Stay tuned, because there's more to unpack as we dive deeper into the intricacies of this team's decisions leading up to the new season.
As the San Francisco 49ers wrapped up the first days of OTAs, there were notable performances that have the fan base buzzing with excitement. The spotlight shone brightly on wide receivers Ricky Pearsall, Jacob Cowing, and Jordan Watkins, alongside running backs Kalen Black and Jordan James. The question on everyone's mind is how head coach Kyle Shanahan plans to utilize these talented skill players effectively moving forward. Historically, the 49ers have leaned heavily on a 21 personnel formation, featuring one tight end, two wide receivers, and two running backs, with Kyle Shanahan acting as a fullback. While this setup has delivered results in the past, it also constrains the offense's full potential at a time when the depth of the wide receiver and running back rooms is undeniable. With the Seattle Seahawks having outperformed the 49ers in their last two matchups, it's imperative that Shanahan adjusts his strategy to maximize the offensive weapons at his disposal. Transitioning to a more aggressive 11 personnel formation, one running back, one tight end, and three wide receivers could be the key to unlocking this offense. This approach would allow the 49ers to showcase their depth at wide receiver, with players like Mike Evans and Ricky Pearsall potentially dominating snaps, while a third receiver could exploit favorable matchups. The versatility of this formation enables the rotation of players such as Demarcus Robinson, Christian Kirk, Dejuan Stribling, Watkins, and Cowing into the game, ensuring that the best players are consistently on the field. However, there's a trade-off here. Moving to 11 personnel means losing Shanahan as a lead blocker in the run game, which could hinder their rushing attack. Last season, the team averaged a mere 3.8 yards per carry, the lowest during Shanahan's tenure, ranking them 27th in the league. This lack of success on the ground can't be ignored. A singular running back presence in 11 personnel may necessitate a running back by committee approach, which could help alleviate some of the workload from Christian McCaffrey, while also giving James or Black a chance to step up as they've been drafted with that potential in mind. The challenge remains. The 49ers are currently constructed to run 21 personnel, with concerns about the offensive line's ability to provide adequate protection in both the pass and run game. This formation allows for an extra blocker on the field, which speaks to Shanahan's instinct to play it safe. But if the skilled players continue to shine during camp, he must find a strategy to incorporate them effectively into the game plan. Failure to do so could lead to injuries derailing the season, as we've seen play out before. So, where do you stand on this dilemma, 49er faithful? How do you think Kyle Shanahan should navigate these personnel choices? Let's hear your thoughts on where you're tuning in from and what you believe will be the best approach for maximizing our offensive talents this season. Stick around for the next segment, where we dive deeper into the implications of these developments.
As we wrap up our discussion today, let's dive into the critical situation surrounding two players on the San Francisco 49ers roster who are fighting for their futures: wide receivers Jacob Cowing and Jordan Watkins. With the recent signings of Mike Evans and Christian Kirk, combined with the drafting of Dazon Stribling, Cowing and Watkins find themselves buried deep on the depth chart, facing a daunting uphill battle. Fans, I want to hear from you. Where are you watching from, and what do you think about the prospects of Cowing and Watkins? Leave your opinions in the comments below. Now, let's talk about their performances during Week 1 of OTAs. According to reports, both Cowing and Watkins stood out as the top performers. On the surface, this sounds promising, but let's not forget the reality of last season. They dazzled in OTAs last year as well, only to see their momentum crash as soon as training camp began. Cowing's hamstring injury derailed his entire season, while Watkins, despite showing some resilience, also fell victim to injuries, specifically a high ankle sprain that rendered him almost invisible in the offense. The stark truth is that while their early OTAs performance may have caught some eyes, it ultimately means little unless they can carry that success into training camp and through the preseason. For Cowing, his health is paramount. He needs to stay on the field to prove he can contribute. Coach Kyle Shanahan's recent comments indicate that he's noticed the work both players have put in to return in shape. But let's be honest, words can only carry you so far. Jordan and Jake, we didn't get to see quite as much of. They all came back healthy. I was really excited how Jordan and Jake came back, though. You could tell they came back. It wasn't just healthy, Shanahan remarked, emphasizing their conditioning and commitment. Yet, that excitement needs to translate into on-field production when the real tests begin. While Watkins may have a better chance of remaining on the roster regardless of performance, perhaps due to his experience, Cowing is in a precarious position. He needs to shine under the scrutiny that will come with training camp or risk being cut. The reality is stark. OTAs are just a warm-up, a fleeting glimpse of potential that could evaporate if they don't prove themselves consistently moving forward. Fans are understandably anxious. With the depth chart packing talent, every rep, every route run, and every catch will be scrutinized. Cowing and Watkins must seize this opportunity and make a statement that they're not just practice players, but capable contributors to a team with high expectations. If they want to raise their stock, they need to deliver in the most critical moments, training camp and preseason games. As we close out the segment, it's clear that the road ahead for Cowing and Watkins is fraught with challenges. They'll need to show grit, resilience, and skill to carve out a place in this loaded roster. For the 49ers, the stakes have never been higher, and the fans will be watching closely. Will Cowing and Watkins rise to the occasion, or will they become mere footnotes in a season filled with potential? Stay tuned, 49ers Nation, because this story is far from over. Don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts on these two wideouts in the comments below. Your voice matters in this journey as we continue to support our team.